All right, guys, here we're going to talk about another movie, Night of Something Strange. 2016's Night of Something Strange. Lee, had you seen it before?
No.
This one has a lot of concepts here that I think are pretty awesome.
I like this movie.
It's all you love and know. It's Cannibal Video.
This is it's kind of like the low-budget, gorier version of like It Follows almost. It has some like, topical conversations on the STI. I enjoy it though. It has like some Raimi-esque bits. It reminds me a bit of like some Chris Seaver stuff.
No, it's it like knows what it is. Like this is the exception that proves the rule. To where I usually don't like shit, but this is charming and good in a way that I think your average person would miss saying it's bad or something.
No, it's definitely a low budget movie, but the dialogue is real fun. It's quick and like the effects are pretty good for especially what it is. Yeah,
it's the right combination of like ambitious and funny. It's there's a lot of funny humor stuff in it.
Yeah,
usually I think that's cringe in like a horror comedy. I'm like, get out of here! What are you doing?
Yeah.
But I thought this nailed it. I'm really excited about this.
No, very much so. Let's not dilly dally here. Let's head over to the table. So if you've seen it or don't care, follow us over to spoilers. If not, pull out now.
If you need a place to rent content, you better listen. We're Cannibal Video and we eat the competition.
All right, guys, here we are for the spoilers of Night of Something Strange. Lee, give me them spoiler-filled thoughts.
I liked it.
I liked it too. This is like what Hanger wanted to be, I think.
Yes. No. This. We've seen so many films. I need to pontificate here, where I've been like, you need to believe me, please. Members of the internet, understand. It's not that I am like offended by your like edgy humor. It's just bad. It just sucks. And the whole time I'm like, no, they still think it's just like, oh, he can't handle the pee pee poo poo jokes. Or whatever. And I do hate them, but this is how you do it. This makes it work. This is good.
No,
right?
both in a practical standpoint where the effects, I'm like, that is good. That is gross. A lot of things I can't even show you here.
You're fucking lost, bitch!
That's going to be an issue with this one, yeah.
We'll still show them, but I'll do something.
We can put some logos on them and stuff.
No, there's a very convincing scene where a woman like splits open, a tentacle flies out of her hoo-ha, grabs a guy by her neck and tries to pull him in. And I'm like, oh wow!
I wasn't sure what word to use for it, but now we're going with hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha!
It's a toothy talking hoo-ha, and that's great. And like usually I'm like, oh come on, this was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
So this is zombies that are, like STI based.
I want you to fuck me as hard as you can.
Through the genitals. So you don't shoot them in the brain, you shoot them in the crotch.
Shoot him in the other brain!
To take them out. And I think that's also fun. Because it's like, oh yeah, that's not, like, it's fun. It's kind of dumb, but it's also kind of fun. And I like it a lot.
And that's like a minor part of the whole thing. But yes, they're like infected, but it's with the sexually transmitted disease.
And we don't know exactly where it came from. It could be alien. It starts off in what might be a science,
the opening really...
because it could be a laboratory. It could just be a mortuary. We don't really know, but there's like a little tag. This is like STD, question mark, because we don't know.
Well, it says like Jane Doe, radiation, STD, or whatever. And you're like, oh, that's going to be wait. And
it starts out with a dude violating a corpse.
Raping a corpse.
Yes.
Yeah, there's necrophilia in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
The first 5 minutes, really.
Yeah.
If we go through it, it's like, oh, okay. There's a guy violating a corpse.
Yeah.
All right, I can see we're going to take a path. Then it's like, oh, that guy's pissing in that person's forcefully in their face.
Oh, Cornelia! What are you doing? What the hell? Cornelia!
Oh, and he's raping her. Like, that's the first 5 minutes.
It's like another rape right after.
Yeah.
Because that guy goes home and is like, I'm turning into Spider-Man, hopefully, and he's not. He's turning into a weird sex zombie.
Yeah. But like, it's weird to say, like, everything's done like semi-tastefully for what it is, and it's like, you know, the prosthetics are like fun and aggressive, and like that's cool.
Well, because it's not just a guy with a rape fetish who said, I wonder if I could trick people into being in a movie by making it a horror movie.
A lot of movies get that vibe where you're like, oh, you just have a weird thing for feet, or oh, you're just like throwing like shit on people. Like this doesn't have that, because a lot of the kills are different, interesting. And the level of care that went into these prosthetics and stuff, you're like, oh no, this is a real fucking movie.
And there's like an escalation to that big, like, we're gonna shoot our wad, or using puns, of like really
that clip of someone shooting their wad.
Yeah, but like they keep adding on to the extravagance and the the need for prosthetics,
the outlandishness of these different things, and not even just in technical complication, but like what is happening.
You've been fucked.
Like just how weird things can get. Like,
did you say dick monster?
There's a dick monster
that happens,
but like from like the simple joke of, oh, that guy has a bloody condom stuck to his back.
Excuse me?
Oh, let's insert humor here with the guy that runs this hotel. Perfect cast. Like that guy. That is like.
That's a pretty nice goose egg you got on your noggin. Why don't you put your Peter back in your pants?
He's a great character actor. Like that guy should be in more things.
My note says they keep using this guy. They think he's good. He's not.
Oh, I think he is so strange that he's perfect.
Because I don't like clean blood off the sheets and shit off the ceilings.
No, sir.
Like you're telling me if we put him in a movie, we wouldn't put that guy in every movie.
No, if I knew that guy, he'd be sitting right to. It's fine. But
I get a shirt in his size. He'll sit right there. No, he
like,
reminds me of our friend Ed X. Young. Where I'm like, that's a character actor that I want to put in things.
He didn't do it for me, but I understand what you're saying.
Oh, and he said, like, you got a hitchhiker or something on your back. I was like, oh, this guy's
got a bloody hitchhiker. Yeah.
Hey, dickbag.
Excuse me?
You got a bloody hitchhiker riding with you.
No, like he has some good material when he's like, okay, 2 not gay rooms coming right up. You're just like, okay, that's cool.
What does he say? There's something like under his breath, like, you want to lick my balls?
Yeah.
Check out, it's 11 a.m. You want to lick my balls?
What?
You want to lick my balls?
Excuse me, sir, one more time?
What? Do you want to lick my balls?
Do you want to lick my balls?
I'm sorry, one more time? Do you want a wake-up call?
I said, do you want to wake? And they're like, oh, okay. Right. No, okay, so we should just say this now, as part of that guy, because that's a brilliant misdirect where this movie is about whatever we've been saying so far. There's a point in the movie where this hillbilly motel owner betrays our, like, survivors, and they wake up duct taped to, like, a table. And
poorly duct taped.
Yeah, but it's like literally the scene from Texas Chainsaw or from a million other movies where there's like, he has this weird deranged hillbilly wife and a third person who's wearing a weird mask.
Son is Sergeant Kabuki Man.
Yeah, they're doing this like the wife, I assume, is like all like excited, like, woo, yeah, let's do it, let's eat them and stuff.
Some finger foods.
Finger looking good and all that stuff. And then it's just like, no, this is we stumbled into another movie by accident.
Yeah.
Like that was when I was like, okay, this is actually great. This is not just like kind of good. This is like, because then like the real infected Cornelius dude comes in and just destroys everything.
What the hell?
Yeah. And then we get back to the original movie that we were in, which I'm like, this is brilliant. This is amazing.
I think this movie could have ridden off of the dialogue, honestly, alone, because the dialogue had me laughing. Like, I love absurd dialogue. And there's a character who's from New York. He's like from upstate New York, but he plays like he's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he calls himself Brooklyn.
He says something like these two hands, they're better than weapons. You know what they used to call me on the block? They used to call me like the big dick with hands or something like that.
Yes.
Like some fucking stupid shit, but like said it with a straight face.
You wanna know what my warrior name was? Big fat dick, deadly hands.
Yeah.
Like real funny, and like things like that do it for me. Like him getting his face shit on, I was like, it's a little much.
All right, you guys ready?
Just zooming out.
This is so fucked up, Freddy.
But
well, therein lies the dichotomy, right?
Yeah.
Because like I don't like pee pee poo poo humor. Pee pee poo poo. So yes, there's a point where it's like we squirt shit into his face. And it's like, oh, what does he mean? Like mustard? Like, oh, you got some shit on your face. No, it's like an ass right next to his face that goes and just like squirts shit onto his face.
So like I ran this thing where like that's not something that I would be into. I don't like that happening.
But this time
the way that it's set up is what makes it so funny, because you have this group of people that are all very different. They're not all like bros. Like you have girls, you have a guy, you have this nerdy guy, and like they're just like all there watching, and like very casually this man unsheaths his ass.
Shut up, or I'm gonna get you next.
Ready.
And like you're like, well, what's he gonna do? He's gonna make him kiss his butt?
He's farting in his face,
he just
maybe.
Shoots shit into his face.
Ready.
Like that was his plan. It wasn't afterward like, oh God, oh what an accident. It was like that was my intention.
You better not get me this time.
And everyone seemingly knew, and no one reacted violently or was opposed to it or was like, we should get him wet naps. They were just like, yep, that was the plan.
You're safe for now.
Oh,
it succeeded.
I took it like it was like I was just trying to fart on his face, but it was actually a shart, and it somehow projectile shot and onto his face. But he's too high from smoking his New York blunts to like wake up from that or whatever. That same character, though, later, to your point, brilliantly, like people rush in. There are zombies. You don't understand. This is happening. That's happening.
Yo, shorty, where's my ginger snaps?
Brooklyn, I'm gonna need you to listen to me very carefully.
And he's like, what are you talking about? And they're like, no, this happened, that happened, blah, blah. Carrie's outside. She's trying to kill us. And he's like, who the fuck is Carrie?
Carrie's dead, and she's trying to kill us.
Who the fuck is Carrie?
Yeah,
I fucking, because like in these movies, everyone has a name, and I respect them for it, but I can't, like, you can't keep track of all the names.
I couldn't tell you a single name in this movie.
It's this big stupid. Well, I remember Carrie because he goes, well, who the fuck is Carrie?
I remembered the line, but not the name.
I'm like, that's so brilliant to do in a movie, to have a meta thing where you're like, wait, yeah, I don't even know her name. Is that the one? And then she's at the window, and you go, oh, that is Carrie. Fuck, okay, awesome. Her name might not even be Carrie. It might be something else.
I'm going with my BFF since grade school, Carrie.
I had a moment, and then I felt bad for myself, but I'm going to still say it here. The nerdy cousin kid, I was like, oh, he's in like a fat suit. Like he has a weird look to him.
Oh, that's not him. Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think he is. I think he has a weird look to him.
No, he looks weird.
It has a very strange look.
No, he looks
which I can see why, like,
yeah,
it works for the character he is.
Yes.
And he has like that token voice, which I don't know if he's putting that on or not,
yes.
but I'm like, that is the voice of that character.
I have something important to tell you.
No, you don't. You're just gonna tell me something dumb when we get in there.
Guys, just go.
No, it was
you got that perfectly.
It was like a Malcolm in the Middle, but like got exposed to radiation or something, and now he's become this. He had a weird, mutated Frankie Muniz.
Cool. Weed. What? I can get down.
Yeah, he reminds me actually
mutated.
like there's an episode where the dad Hal had daughters instead of having sons, and he's in a fat suit.
It's not easy being the only boy in the family. Oh, look. Hi, honey, we're over here.
And he looked kind of like that.
Oh, tight.
Yeah, it was tight around the skin.
Spirit gun.
His cousin doesn't realize he's accidentally fucking his male cousin at one point.
Cousin?
I believe they're cousins.
That's so crazy. I lost track of a lot of that.
Then there's Jason. He's my half-cousin, which doesn't stop him from trying to put the moves on me. Barf.
I think they're cousins. If they're not, fuck it. Doesn't matter. Not important at all. The point is, he comes home one night, sexed up and horny, and the cousin is dead from having had sex with that guy's girlfriend, who was infected with an STI of biblical proportions. And he's just there, like, laying, and this great not turning the light on, can't see a damn thing, just like feels an ass.
Carrie. There you are. And you're naked. What a nice surprise.
His girlfriend weighs like 90 pounds.
Exactly.
And this guy ate his girlfriend, essentially. He is much bigger than his girlfriend. And him to not notice, even when he's like laying on him.
No, but like, that's the only way it's funny to me. Like, that's what I need. So many movies do this, like, oh, it's the dark, I didn't know, or something like that. And I'm like, yes, you would know. Or you'd be like, where's the lamp? Or why isn't the light turning on? You'd be like, what's happening? You wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck. He starts eating ass.
You're a bit stinky tonight, baby, but I love it when you're stinky.
Oh my
dark,
God. And
because
even
he's like,
says,
hey,
like, you stink. Oh, it looks like you didn't clean up so good.
He's like,
I don't mind. I like peanuts.
I love peanuts, too.
He's like,
throws a peanut.
He's like, you're a little stinky, babe, but I like that. Yeah, there's all these weird things, which, like, that is like pee pee pew poo, whatever the fuck. But just the fact that it continues to go.
It does go past the point of where it is not just like, oh, it does get funny.
It becomes ridiculous.
Becomes funny.
Yeah, exactly. That's where it did it
I think what could have put the cherry on the top of that scene for me is if when the lights came on, he'd be like, yeah, I knew, or something like that.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
I'm trying to fuck that sweet ass for a long time.
But so he gets stuck.
Yes.
Through the virus, I presume.
Yeah,
like,
well,
I don't think it was just that this man had a suction cup tight ass.
Like he's now like a sex zombie who has muscular control. He could snap the end off of like a broom handle at that point. He's like very powerful.
No, I will not be seen like this. No! Stop it! You're not gonna make me gay!
His whole escapade, a cop comes in, I'm like, okay, this is something.
It's a bunch of dumb stuff that happens,
but
yes.
At the moment that character dies, from his cousin like waking up and zombieing his way, wanting to leave, and him like, no, you're gonna embarrass me. I can't even know I've done this. Oh my God. And like he pins himself on the door and then gets cracked in half. Like doesn't slip or let go. He dies from that, and we don't see him ever again.
Yeah, like picture the same broom in your mind where the tip's been snatched off by this dude's anus, through a doorway and then just breaks in half.
Yeah,
and like pulls like directly through. That's crazy. Like, listen,
and doesn't become a sex zombie either. He's gone.
He's just
just
gone. That actor was like, I'm done with this. You've made me do all these horrible things.
If you were going to be done, I can understand.
That's the point to be done. Yeah. And this,
actually,
I think,
just before that would be the point to be done. If you're really going to do this right.
The perfect way, though, this is like the perfect point to mention that, like, we've talked a lot before. You have a fucking premise, right, in a movie, but you don't have any money. So what do? You make a movie that wastes all of our time, and we hate you for it, right?
Yeah.
This movie has done the thing that we always have to do for them, where they sat around and they brainstormed.
Yeah.
Oh, how could you kill these people? Oh, what else could a sex infection do?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll do that.
And they check all the boxes.
And it's like, wouldn't this be funny? It's like, I don't know. What do we do? Do we do this or that? Let's do them both. Let's have the person come back from the dead and then do it again.
Yeah.
Like, it's perfect in that regard.
Because people are impervious until their genitals are mutilated.
Yes.
And
even then it seems...
I think that's pretty funny.
Kick her in the vag!
There's like the part when he realizes this and he kicks the dude in the crotch and like it weakens him. And he's like, "Oh, kick her in the crotch!" And then she just like eats the girl's shoe. And I'm like, "Okay, that's different, but kind of expected." Like you're checking these boxes. It's the natural progression of what this would be. We like rip ovaries out.
Bitch!
We electrocute people.
Lights out.
We do all kinds of fun things.
A testicle makes its way, falls out of a pant leg at one point. Right.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
We already mentioned the dick monster and the toothy, tentacled hoo-hoo.
Yep.
Right. There's a lot of good. They've covered a lot of the bases here.
No, they get around.
Yes.
At one point, like our sexed up weirdo guy is like jerking off into a dumpster for some reason.
I was just gonna say,
wouldn't do it.
So when you're like, yeah, our sexed up weirdo guy, and then in my head I'm like, that doesn't narrow it down in this movie. There's so many of them who become infected and become the sexed up weird. Mm-hmm. No, this is pre-infection.
Yeah.
This is a dude just he has blue balls, so he has to go jerk off, outside into a dumpster, which is like, that's how you
think he's going to get infected.
Yeah.
So like that dude actually knocks himself out because he hits his head and wakes up and a used condom that was
bloody condom.
Yeah,
a
lands
bloody
on his
used
head.
condom. It lands on his head wound. And we've already seen that this pathogen is very infectious.
As I think though, that's not an infected condom though,
No,
because it's from the two people that
They were
were
not
infected
infected
at the
yet,
time.
yes.
Yeah.
But this is
So
what
it
you're
worked
like
out.
building.
But yeah, your
towards,
mind
yes.
goes like, oh, what's gonna happen
how's it
here?
gonna happen?
He at the very least might have a STI, just
Well,
not the one he thinks.
a
he has.
normal
Yes,
one.
exactly.
He has head wound chlamydia now, which is the deadliest kind.
I like a lot of things here, like the random ending. I have to believe that those rednecks that hit the guy in the first place are the director or writer or something.
Exactly, right? Writer, director,
Yeah, it
producer,
seems
director.
like a proper cameo.
Thought you said you was straight to drive, man.
I didn't actually look anything up. I should have. Sorry, but they feel to me like someone who is involved in the production
That'd be
here.
perfect. Yeah.
They hit a mailbox 420. Got him.
I noticed that as well. That's in my notes.
It's like a sticker one too, so you know they did it on purpose.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Those characters too, like that's another moment really, really early on where they're like, let's just get out of here. Who was that? What was that? Oh, fuck it, get out of here. And they back up the truck, which like hits the zombie dude, and he falls into the bed of the truck. But then the way it's filmed where like the car is driving away, I'm like, is he not in the bed of the truck? Like that's such a perfect, and then as I'm thinking like, how could you fuck this up? This is so easy. It like cuts and there's like a tarp now and I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna bring him right into the belly of the beast. Yeah. This is wonderful.
Yeah. But seemingly he wasn't the only sex weirdo because the infection has spread around
the
the
world's
world
ended.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we have a potential for a sequel where we're like, it's all sex weirdos and now maybe just these two people could have their own sequel here because our main character dies in a great, almost like Feastian style way.
I'm the guy that's gonna save your ass.
Like, I'm the guy that's gonna save.
Listen. This too. I don't have enough praise for this film. That guy has this guy, by the way, like Dean Cain, but like
you're giving him very high praise, sir.
No, he like his like type
bone
of
structure.
person. So like imagine Dean Cain is going to use the teleporter from the movie The Fly, but a tiny Pacey from Dawson's Creek flies into the machine at the last minute. And he gets morphed into that guy.
I'll take that.
People just get pissed, they lose their money or their snack and they shake it. The other ones are random though. Like fluke earthquakes.
Because yes, and like he has I think 4, and I'm not going to play them all in order here because that would take too much work. But there's several moments where he's like, hey bitch, what's this?
Let's check the fuck out.
Hey that, whatever. And like they're all feisty lines.
Yeah.
Stay calm, alright? And who the fuck are you? I'm the guy that's gonna save your ass.
Call me Dirk.
The movie is training you that like this is the dumb shit we're doing now, so that at the end when they pull the rug out from under you, when he says, and it's the worst one. He's like, well they Googled hero and my name came up first.
Earth just Googled hero. That came up number 1.
Ding 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 ding. He gets hit by like a fire truck or a truck.
A classic fire
he gets
truck.
hit by. I'm like, where was that?
It was on
How
grass.
is that happening? Yes, it's amazing. That's so fucking because the girl has just been killed. Okay, so like,
the girl gets hit and the blood is immense.
Christine! Stay away from me! You stay!
It's beautiful.
The ending of the movie is also perfect. It's like the next morning they wake up. He's not in the car anymore, and I'm like, wait, he's infected. He got bitten on like the neck by that one girl.
He also got his face kind of pushed into the vagina at one point.
Yeah. at the end.
He
so
was
I'm like,
close.
Yeah, so I'm like,
pink eye at the very least.
Well, yes, exactly. He's been exposed. So I'm like, oh, he's obviously infected. She looks around. Oh, he's standing over there in the field. And then she's going to walk up to him. And he's going to be like, Rah! And he's going to be all like infected. It's going to be great. He's not infected. They just talk. Nothing happens. Then they kiss. Now she's infected. And then he says, I must be immune. And I'm like, the movie remembered that he should be infected and even thought of that. And now he's going to have to kill her. And the rednecks are back. But no, they just hit everybody with cars. And they go, the movie's over. And then, like, music starts playing.
So,
and it's done.
What did he do to me?
I didn't know. I must be immune.
Stay away from me!
Christine!
It's the opposite of, though, just ending a movie just for the sake of ending it. Because they, yes, exactly. Yeah. It's a calculated version of that. Where any other movie that we've watched recently that has had these, like, it's over like, moments is not satisfying. This is satisfying. I was like, yeah, play the music. Get that redneck cool shit playing.
Because it's so aware of the tropes and of what you would expect should happen here. Because, like, I was making predictions still. I was engaged enough to be like, oh, he's going to be infected. And then what's going to happen? And now she's going to be running away. Like running back in the car. Where are the keys? Oh, he still has the keys. Fuck, what do I do? And then it's gonna end like, oh, it's still out there. And they double fake you out because the rednecks say, oh, there's nothing that way. Oh, the society's been destroyed. And you're like, okay, this is your stupid thing, and then a thing's gonna happen or whatever.
Yeah, you almost picture like a giant testicle monster or something.
Like they're all forming together into a giant testicle monster. Yeah, exactly. There'd be some fucking thing. But you expect one of like 10 off the shelf endings, and it's just like, no. Yeah. Fuck you. No. And I'm like, oh, that's tight.
Fuck me.
I am.
Fuck me.
I am.
We mentioned briefly, and I probably showed the clip, but I want to go into detail on it. So there's a part where our lead zombie just blows his thing and like takes out a cop, and it's acid.
My God.
He's like, ah! He's like melting and
an
dying.
Avalanche of like deadly xenomorph cum.
Like probably a like 10-gallon bucket just like hits him.
Literally the end of Ghostbusters. Just go oof. This giant thing. It's like, oh! It's like melting. It's great.
It's pretty fucking great.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's like what I would, if someone was like, what are you watching? I'm like, just send that clip. What is that? You need to find out.
Yeah, I mean, that clip out of context might destroy people's brains. We should do that. That's really important.
Yeah.
But no, like that even too is like structured because that weirdo's been jerking off subtly the entire movie or whatever.
He's been building up
and
mighty...
it's been built up the solid, and then it's a weapon too, which is great.
Yeah. And like, one other comparison to the movie Hanger is like him like sucking on a bloody tampon.
Yes.
I was like, but like a little more tasteful.
Well, no, but so like that's early.
At least this man is diseased.
No, okay, that's early. So I was really, really worried. I thought it was going to be straight pee-pee poo-poo the whole time or whatever, right? But they've showed the tampon in the toilet when the girl was in the bathroom. Yeah. Right? You've already seen that.
And he is hunting like that specific girl.
Yes.
He eventually gets her.
Well, no. So I was like, okay. Why are we seeing a tampon? What's going on? Then he's gnawing on it, and I'm like, okay. But yes, he also ate like a leaf earlier.
Yeah, her blood was on.
Yeah. Well, she had peed in the woods, I think. Yeah. And he's like tracking the scent because he's a crazy.
Yeah, you almost think that something will come of that. Like, that's the pheromones of what I need to birth the Antichrist or whatever.
Well, because no one talks, so there's no monologue of like, you're the chosen one, you shall be my queen and give birth to the next generation of things.
So none of the zombies talk, but our gas station attendant woman talks, and she's presumably seen this bloody like bathroom mess, and what she drops, the soliloquy that she puts out, I didn't follow all of it, but it's short and kind of sweet. Let's just...
Your bloody tampons down the toilet and leaving them all with you where you throw them in the goddamn trash, you hear?
Did you catch the words she said? There's so much. Yeah. It's like Oompa Loompas, Death Blood, and Charlie Chocolate Factory shit. Like it's fucking a weird ass line with so much descriptors that it's worthy of recognizing.
High school girls bleed like Dracula fucked Willy Wonka and formed a blood factory and slaughtered all those Oompa Loompas and made...
But she kind of delivers it with a tone that makes it very like hard to distinguish some of those words.
Coyote uglies. All of Dracula's wives went out at none of the town and went to a bachelor party and all had their periods at the same time.
This old lady also was a source of much like intrigue for me, because like as soon as you see the old lady, I'm like, that's not an old lady. That's a younger person with like makeup on or something.
You need a key.
Oh. Thanks.
Like
oh, I just thought it was a person who had caked on makeup. I didn't know if they were younger.
I still don't know. I tried to look it up, and then I'm like, we don't do research on this show. What am I doing?
Kind of a boss character though.
Yes.
Like for two reasons. One, she like gets murked, like straight up killed.
Yeah.
And does not drop her cigarette.
When she takes a drag of the cigarette while she's crawling away for her life, I laughed at that as well. That's one of the few, like, I literally laughed
Even
at that.
dead doesn't drop it.
Yes.
And through being converted into a sex zombie, maintains her nicotine addiction. She smokes as a zombie.
Yeah, she's...
I was like, all right, she's got the power of will. Or the lack of will.
Her eyes are also like a different color, so I thought that
I think they all kind of had it, because some were straight white, some were red, some were like black.
True. The other girls
I think you all have a different thing. And like the lead versus like I would call the BFF zombie girl, like the main girl zombie, I guess. She has a straight like I am white, she's a different type of zombie.
Yeah. She has like music video makeup on.
Yeah.
She's like doing something. But the eyes were red for a few of them, and then later some of them are white.
I would wager that a lot of that wasn't a script thing.
Yeah.
I think that those special effects contacts come in different sizes. Yeah. And it's probably just based on the size.
No, totally. It's probably just some random thing where they're just like, you get it, they're infected.
Always
it's
thought
fine.
that's a weird thing. Is like that special effects contacts are expensive, and a set may only have like one or two. So like they're washing them and popping them in other people's eyes. Like that's weird.
I would never put anything in my eyes.
I can't wear contacts, period.
Oh.
So
I'm like, that's why I can't be a movie star. Because I can't fit giant contacts in my eyes to black them out.
I would if I could. We'll just tattoo your eyes.
Oh.
Get off my nuts.
This is a really fun movie though, and I would definitely check out things by the same person, assuming like that the person that wrote this is also related in the director anyway, and they have a hand in the effects person, so like that all those three things can make more things in this vein and keep getting better.
No, this seems like a good thing. It's like hitting. It's got the sauce.
Yeah.
This was the director's first feature, I believe. There's
Which
some
is
video stuff
super
before
impressive.
that. Yeah, but like this is like the first real one, and there's something else in production. But I was like, yeah, I'm interested in what else they're doing.
I will keep them in my queue. Like, all right, let me see what that guy's up to.
Oh my God. Oh my God. God damn it, Woody.
One only weird thing, my only real like shot that I think is like something worthy of saying was in that first scene where the woman is fighting off her like husband rapist. It looks like the stabbing is just like, let me just put that knife in your pocket. All right, you're good there. And then it's like, all right, let's lay that between your armpit. Like it looks like the only like kind of phoned in shot
where they pull
in the
punches
movie.
or whatever.
Yeah,
interesting.
In a series where I'm like everything else is really solid. Yeah. So if that's my only complaint, really, I have no complaint honestly. But it happens really early before you get to see a lot of this impressive stuff, so it's stuck in my head.
Yeah, I would say like the movie is sort of gradually building for me, where I'm liking it more and more, and by the end I was just like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
It really did ramp up pretty, and that to start off like the way it did.
With
it does grab you. You're like, what am I watching?
Yeah, but
or
like,
it would immediately turn someone away.
That's what I'm saying. Is like most people, like I think that's one of the things that we should get across is like you might start watching it and be like, oh, they said it was good, but probably they're looking at some other aspect of this, and it's just this like degenerate, weird, potty. It's like no, it's actually also good and stuff. There's a lot of good camera angles and shots and stuff. Even in that first hallway when when they're like about to fight, it's like the husband, wife, or whoever, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. There's like close-ups and it looks cool. They're like doing there's a lot of coverage. It feels like a real movie.
No, from A to B, definitely. Like film, sound, technical ability to effects, great. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
If you want to support the show, head over to cannibalvideo.com, pick up some merch.
And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's something.
Whatever.
Fuck these motherfuckers.
Road beers. Oh, shit.
Cannibal Video has everything you need. A wide array of VHS and DVDs. We ate the competition, now it's only us. Our expert staff opinion